Hi, my name's Alan St. John, and you're either about to or have just seen the clip of my dogs in pretty much high-speed camera. Well, actually, it was low speed, but it looks high speed. Uh, Shredding a couch. They actually shredded two of my couches, and that was actually the first one that they went through. I lost the footage of the second one, and there was also an instance where Mr. Toby here decided to pull one of our couches actually in front of the door, and my wife could get in that evening. She had to actually go around to the back door and come in that way. But Mr. Toby here, very large dog, very happy dog. He's my half lab, half something mix. We don't know quite what his other half is, but very beautiful dog, very loving dog, aren't you? Yes. But love my dogs. And I got Star over here. Come here, Star. Come on. That's a good girl. Yes. They're both half labs, and like I said, he's got a large breed in him, and she's got a smaller breed in her. But she's a very, as you can tell, a very sweet, loving dog. And Mr. Toby here decided he wanted his belly rubbed. But yeah, I basically got that camera as a security device because I had apparently a couple people come into my home while I was away. My son was home. It was just him and the dogs, and these people just walked in and started looking around and didn't really decide to leave until both of my dogs started barking at them, and at which point they did a about face and took off. And I found, we decided at that point we needed some kind of security so that we'd have a record of a break-in or anything like that. So we got this IP camera which hooks up to your network at home, and basically we had it saving a picture once a second to record what happened in the house. And once a second was a little bit high, but I was also playing around with video and whatnot, so that's why I was doing once a second instead of once a minute or on motion. But yeah, caught Toby here. He started tearing up the couch, and little Miss Star here decided to join in once she figured that the damage was done. And so they went through a couch, and then we got a second couch, and we went through that one as well. And this is our third one, and this one has lasted quite a while, and I think they've figured out that they're not going to tear up any more couches. So, but that's pretty much what happened. And as far as the people that came in the house, we actually realized later on after we got the camera and whatnot that there was a for rent sign in our backyard that we didn't know about. It was actually on the other side of our backyard fence, and went out and removed that sign and never had anybody come in our house again. So, but that's pretty much the story of what happened. And wasn't too happy with my dogs that day or when they tore up the second couch, but in that clip, as you could see, a couple times they run down the hall, and it looks like they're only there for half a second, but they were probably there for a few seconds, checking to see if I was awake and making sure I wasn't coming out, I guess. But I had worked overnight that night, and I'd come home and I was asleep, and my wife was actually at work, so they managed to tear up a whole couch while I was asleep in the other room. And then when you see them disappear, I actually have a dog door in my back door, and they were, when you see them disappear for what looks like a minute or so, they were actually out in the back checking out traffic and people walking by, and our next door neighbor dog. And in fact, this is our little Houdini. We can't keep her in a kennel for anything because she figures out a way out of it. And she can also balance on top of chicken wire to bark at the dog next door without actually going in their yard. But that's me and my dogs, and